Do you hang out with really sick people? Michael McLean, nobullbook.com, badassletter.com, coming to you on an early morning. Got my 15,000 steps in just over here at the Conlin Farm Recreation fields. A little bit of ball, a little bit of tennis, a little bit of soccer. The harshest and toughest advice for the toughest business men. So, curation Friday, tomato can Friday, cut the rope Friday. This is an idea that I got from badass millionaire Billy Wagner when he was participating in our Badass Brotherhood World Building program, my 8-week coaching program that I put on earlier this spring. And Billy got into the weekly habit of using Friday as a take the trash to the curb day. Just a simple reminder to look at our personal and our professional lives and say to ourselves, what no longer belongs here? And making a list, and every single Friday, cutting the rope with negative habits, with negative people, with toxic substances, you name it. What no longer fits in your brand new world? And I like to use the analogy of, would you hang out with a really ill or sick person? Would you hang out with somebody that's coming down with a cold, strep throat, pneumonia, any of this stuff? Would you make it a priority to hang out with somebody who's got the flu, who's got a cold, to spend time with them? The same concept applies to hanging out with toxic people. It's just mental toxicity. And it has the same effect, because no matter what you do, no matter how you think, you vaccinate yourself mentally against negative influences, negative substances, negative habits, negative people. There is no vaccination for the people and associates in your life. You and me are the average, we're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And if you really want to transform your life and your business and build a brand new world, one of the secrets is to up-level your social circle, to hang out with better people, more ambitious people, more positive people, more driven people, more generous people. And secondly, to read outstanding books. I can predict where a person's life is going to be in the next 12 months, the next 3 years, the next 5 years. Who do they hang out with? Show me their friends, and I'll show you their future. And show me the books that they're reading. Those 2 things, give me those 2 things, and I can predict a person's life in 6 months, 12 months, 36 months, 5 years. Okay, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. But once again, do you make it a priority? Do you make it a priority to hang out with people that are sick? And of course, the logical answer is no. We avoid people that are coming down with a cold. We avoid people that have a contagious flu. We avoid people that are sick. Well, the same thing applies, okay, to negative people, tomato cans in your life, habits that no longer serve you. What no longer fits in your brand new world? And I love Billy's concept of making this a habit 52 weeks a year. Because one of the things, the guys that I counsel, the businessmen that I counsel, one of the things is most of them do this curation, this cut the rope. They do this once or twice a year, which is fantastic. They get rid of nuisances in their life. They get rid of habits that no longer serve them. But here's the thing. We need to do it more. We need to do it more than a couple of times a year, because nuisances and bad habits and toxic people and toxic foods and all these things that no longer serve us, they have a way of finding their way into our new world And we, as proactive, badass millionaires, as kings, as leaders, we need to be constantly on watch to curate out. And I love this weekly concept of the trash goes to the curb every Friday. Friday is trash day. Letting the stuff out that no longer serves you goes to the curb every single Friday. And that way you're constantly up-leveling your life, constantly up-leveling your social circle, constantly up-leveling your employees, your vendors, anybody and everything that is in your world. Constantly demanding more, constantly expecting more, and it's just filter, upgrade, demand, and the results, of course, will speak for themselves. You cannot live a life of personal sovereignty. You cannot live life and do business on your own terms unless you're constantly curating, using the swift sword, and cutting negative influences and toxic people out of your life. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So as far as a great example of association that we're the average of the 5 people we hang around with. If you want to actually really up-level your social circle to take your business and your life to the next level, well, there's nothing more powerful, as the great godfather of personal achievement, Earl Nightingale, talked about. He said, there's nothing more powerful than the mastermind concept. And this is the reason, after rereading Think and Grow Rich and, listening to the stories of Rockefeller and Henry Ford and Andrew Carnegie meeting the 3 richest and most powerful men, and they're meeting once a month in a mastermind setting decades and decades ago to find ways to improve their business and to find ways to improve their personal life. So when I reread that again in Think and Grow Rich, which is a book that I read every single year, and it's a book that if you haven't read, you need to order a physical copy. That needs to be on your shelf and read every single year. So the power of the mastermind was reminded to me. And that's the reason I'm launching a brand new 5-star Badass Brotherhood Champions Mastermind. It's not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's not for the person who's looking to get a little bit better. It's for that sleeping giant who needs a mental kick in the pants 52 weeks a year to take their life and business to an all new level. It's for the total badass cleaner, the person who's already number one in their areas, a lot of areas in their life, and they want to separate. They want to become even better, the 0.001% person. So that is what I've designed over 12 months. It's going to be 12-month private one-on-one coaching with me. There'll be 15 of us, 15 elite businessmen, and we're going to cover all the bases. We're going to cover marriage, marketing, time management, relationships with our children, health, fitness, mental health, physical health, you name it. So if you want to apply, and you must apply, it's champion.com. That's badasschampion.com. The link, of course, will be below. And like I said, it's for 15 elite men. It starts in September. The deadline is this month. There's already 7 men that have been registered for it. It's expensive on purpose. It's $50,000. If that's a problem, or if that takes food off your table or makes your head hurt, then this is not for you. There's other lower price masterminds out there that you can start with. But if you really want to separate yourself, if you're number one and you want to be number one by a large margin, if you've got that cleaner and closer mindset, if you're a sleeping giant and you need that mental kick in the pants and the hard coaching that Yours Relentless will be happy to provide. We're going to be doing trainings every Wednesday online. We're going to have 2 live events in Naples, Florida, where we hold each other accountable. The networking is next level. You're going to be friends with 15 of the most powerful and influential guys, entrepreneurs, fathers, husbands, where guys, you know, I remember the masterminds that I was a part of with Bill Glazier and Dan Kennedy, and the friendships that were forged. And I can still pick up the phone or send an email to these men and women, and boy, talk about saving time and energy and money. So to apply, go to the link below, badasschampion.com, and you and I will get on the phone and we'll discuss whether you're a fit. Maybe you're not a fit. Maybe I'm not a fit to coach you. Maybe you don't, maybe hard coaching and accountability isn't your thing. And if that's the case, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether you sign up for the mastermind or not. I just want the 15 correct guys to be in the program so we can maximize it. And it's all about world building. It's all about, okay, I got a great world, but I want to take it to the next level over the next 12 months. badasschampion.com. Do what I do. Make sure that by the end of the day that you hug your wife and children, and you make sure that they understand every single day that they are the most important people in your life. And it's Friday, so let's make sure if there's any trash in your life, if there's any tomato cans, if there's any people that can't be trusted, I think it's time to go down the list. Any associates, any toxic people in your children's life, any bad apples, bad habits, bad rituals. Today's the day to take that stuff to the curb, take the trash to the curb, take the tomato cans to the curb, people you can't count on, negative influences, you name it, and replace them with positive people, behaviors, and choices. 2 words that change my life, 2 words that can change your life. Be relentless.